The 80s called. They want their bike back.
Turbo Seca. 60. Let's see how practical this bike is. We've got a couple packages I need to drop off at the post office, and we've got a nice big seat on this thing, and we even have a couple of grab bars on the back, which should be perfect for bungeeing things to the back of the seat. If you buy any parts off my eBay store, just know that it may have been taken to the post office on a motorcycle. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the 1983 Yamaha XJ650 Turbo restoration. I don't even know if I should call it a restoration anymore, because I might be almost done with this bike. I've got it listed for sale here just for a, you know, kind of a little bit high of a price, just to see if I have any biters before I decide to rip this thing all apart again and paint everything and make everything look nice. It's running good and it's complete, not missing anything other than one muffler. The useless muffler, by the way, the one that the turbo blow-off valve goes through, which we don't really need anyways. But this video is all about just perfecting this bike, making it run even better than it was before, and fixing a couple little issues it has. The two main problems with this bike right now, and no, I'm not talking about the cosmetic things, would be the extremely loud and annoying speedometer cable. I figured out that that noise I was having in the last video is actually from the speedometer drive cable. So I'm pretty sure I figured out what the noise is. If you push in on the display, it changes the tone. And it's really annoying, so we're gonna try to fix that. And then the other problem is the hard starting the bike has, especially when the engine's warmed up. I think I know an easy fix using a small flathead screwdriver that might fix that. I am talking about adjusting the air screw. It seems like the bike runs too rich overall. I've kind of just smelled it from the exhaust, and I think it's actually flooding the engine out when I'm trying to start the bike, especially since these are CV carburetors and opening the throttle doesn't really affect anything. It's hard to get the bike started when it's warmed up. So I'm going to open up each air screw to 3 turns. I have them at 2 turns right now, I think. I'm just going to go a full turn open and just see what that does. It's really hard to reach without removing all the plastics and gas tank and everything, but I'm really going to try not to for this. Okay, it's 1 turn out for that one. And this is like performing a surgery. I don't think I've turned it at all yet. We gotta go 1 more turn to the left. Oh my God. Okay, I think I may have gotten it. Now onto this side. This side is actually harder to reach because of the petcock in the way. So I'm gonna try just using a little bit to turn it. Man, this other one might be impossible. I don't think I can get to number 2. It doesn't look doable. Well, we were able to get 3 of them, so if that actually does help, then I will go through the work of removing plastics and gas tank and seat and all that to get to that number 2 carburetor. Here's the crazy plan I've devised for lubricating this speedometer drive cable. I put a funnel over it, rag, duct tape, hose clamp. I've sprayed the penetrating oil into the funnel. I let it sit overnight. Hopefully that oil has worked its way all the way through the cable. I don't know if it actually was able to go up, but eventually up in through the fairing, all the way up to the back of the speedometer, which is really hard to get to. I would have to remove everything to be able to get to the back of it. So I'm trying to do this the easy way. But the good thing is that there's no tachometer drive cable. That's electronic, so we don't need to worry about that. Let me pull this crap off. Okay, man, finally got that tape off. And now what I'm going to do is spray some more penetrating oil into this speedometer drive cable. This time I'm going to try to use compressed air to force that oil through the cable. I don't know if it'll work, but it's worth a shot. Seems like it's getting a pretty tight seal. Let's try some more oil. I mean, some of that oil had to get through, right? That's worth a shot. Let's reconnect the speedometer cable back on to the hub. Take the bike for a ride. Okay. Let's see if those two things made any difference. And more importantly, let's see how the bike wants to run today. Key on, choke on. I've just been leaving the petcock on all the time. It hasn't leaked, so here we go. There we go. Pretty good start. Pretty good cold start. Slowly turn off the choke and let's go deliver some packages. Post office closes in like 10 minutes, so hopefully we can get there in time. Really good for dropping off packages. I don't even feel them back there. Oh, they're still there though. To the left here. Post office employees fear this man. Rolling in at 4:46, not bad. Still 14 minutes to spare. This is the motorcycle parking spot, or at least it is now. All right, let's drop off these packages.
Nice.
Here's some history for Canonsburg here. That's what it used to look like during a 4th of July parade or something. Oh, this log cabin, we can actually go look at this. This is still here. 1794 it was built. Wow. I don't know what that is. Big parachute. There's people standing around it. I just need to drop these off. Sorry about that. Thank you. Alright. You really turning in here with that? Okay, no. Good. I was about to be like, what the hell? What are those? Big old wagon wheels. Oil level is definitely a bit low. But there's oil in there. We're going to change the oil when we get home. Alright. Let's see if she starts up better warm now. And then, let's go look at that log cabin. Oh. Cabin built in 1794. I want to actually go look at it. Doing a little historical tour right now on an 80s turbo bike. Sometimes my life doesn't make sense. Alright, let's park it right here on a sidewalk. Good job, bike. You're doing really good. Let's look at this freaking cabin. This log cabin was built in 1780 by the Reverend John McMillan DD and was the beginning of Jefferson College. It was donated by his descendants, the Fulton brothers, to the Reverend William Brown, who removed it to this campus in 1895. So they moved this here. Wow. Man, this is old. That up there doesn't look that old. But these rough cut timbers look very old. You can tell the age. And the chinking looks good too. No, I'm not talking about chinking. This actually looks like concrete or something, but it's supposed to be made out of like horsehair and clay, different things. Oh, a little hidey hole. You can kind of see through the foundation there. Well, there you go. Gold Guy's historical tours, and that's all I know of in Canonsburg area. So we're gonna head back home and change the oil on this old gal, do a little maintenance on her. Alright, time for an oil change.
Thank you guys for watching another video. You'll have to stay tuned for the next one to see the oil change, spark plug change, and some other maintenance. That's all I have time to edit for today. Overall, I think this bike is actually very practical. The seat is really comfy and it's good for long distance rides. The overall feel of the bike is really good. And I'm surprised they didn't sell more of these bikes. As a lot of people have said, the downside actually is the turbo. It makes the maintenance of the bike a lot more. It makes the general turbo lag is pretty bad. And yeah, it just, it makes it a lot more fun though. So it's definitely a trade-off. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace out.